1017, the hottest music studios. Sponsored by Odds and Ends Smoke Shop. Locations in Delmar and Seaford. See them for high-quality cannabis seeds from the Sin City Seed Company. And any of your smoking accessory, kratom, or CBD needs. Visit Odds and Ends online at OE420.com.
840. It's a Bill and Jessica show. Head coach of James M Bennett varsity basketball team, Coach Bubby Brown in studio.
Yes, welcome.
Appreciate you coming in, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. We're just off the air here talking little, local ball, talking about James M. Bennett tonight, playing Decatur. It's getting ready to go down. It's getting ready to go down.
Yes, it is.
Going to be a good one. Going to be a good one. 6 o'clock?
6 o'clock.
Yes, at Decatur.
Decatur, get there during the JV game, man, if you want to get in. I don't want to get a lot of phone calls asking me how somebody get in.
Yes.
It's not my gym.
Right. Oh, and you used to coach with Decatur, so, this is always a fun game, huh?
Yes, always a fun game, man. Great atmosphere, fun game, They do a lot of good stuff there, especially with the videos and
yes,
live streams and all that. Shout out Dave Dotson for that. They do a great job down there.
Absolutely. And you guys, your team, looking good this year, huh?
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about Governor Challenge. My son and I went. Our intention was to go see Decatur. We ended up there the whole week for hours every day. It's addicting, just watching some good ball all day long. Governor Challenge this year, I was very impressed with it. It was great. We had a great time. Talk to us a little bit about you guys' involvement in Governor Challenge and your thoughts and how you guys think everything turned out.
First things first, James Simmons and Chris Jenkins and their crew, they do a great job with the Governor's Challenge.
Yes.
One of the biggest things that they did in the last couple years is they brought, back in the day, the Christmas tournament was always like a Henlopen versus Bayside thing. Mm-hmm. We kind of got away from that a little bit. So he brought them back. It's called a Shore Showcase event. So it's almost back Henlopen versus Bayside. And it's just like a homely feel, like back, how it was. A lot of locals attend because they want to see the Bayside and Delaware teams play against each other. So it keeps the stands packed and stuff like that. And they also do a good job of mixing in the bigger teams, the regular showcase games playing while the Shore Showcase are going on. So they do a great job.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And DeMatha, they were fun to watch. They had the prospect went to Villanova. I think he was going to Villanova. It made it a commit, and then they had the Arizona State. There was a couple prospects on there to Arizona and
one going to Oregon.
Oregon, that's what it was. Yeah. So they were fun to watch as well. And of course the local teams. Especially and it was crazy when some of the Salisbury teams played. Packed.
Yes,
I love
definitely.
When Decatur played, packed. When Seaford played, packed.
Yes.
It was cool to see all the locals come out.
That Decatur-Dover game, it was a great game to end the tournament off with too. Even the way Decatur ended off with the dunk. So that was a great ending to a great Christmas tournament this year.
Oh, absolutely. And I saw you out there. You weren't just out there for Bennett. I saw you out there hanging. Like watching a lot of the games.
Yeah, I was watching a lot, especially local teams. Kind of halfway scouting a little bit, just halfway enjoying. I support all the local teams, especially in the Governor's Challenge event, because I think we all need to stick together at certain times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. So looking forward to next year. By the way, if you want to come see us next year, I will be courtside, just FYI. It's a thing now. It's definitely a thing.
Yes.
It's a thing. So you guys are going to be playing in this Peak Challenge coming up. Talk to us about it, how you guys got involved. I see there are some other local teams as well. It goes down Saturday, February the 10th, Chesapeake College. Talk to us about it.
So this is probably like the 4th or 5th year doing the Peak Challenge. And what it is so each year, Bayside South and Bayside North teams, we are obligated to play each other twice. We got 2 games with each other. So in the Peak Challenge, the North teams, they give up their home game.
Okay.
So we're supposed to go to Easton that week. They gave their home game for us to play in the Peak Challenge. So the Bayside South teams, we travel up to Chesapeake, we play in the Peak Challenge. Every team up north doesn't give up their home game, so you probably miss some schools. Like I don't think Snow Hill, Decatur are going, so whoever they're supposed to play that week chose probably not to give their home game. Sometimes I think it's a good idea because, playing against Decatur and Snow Hill, you're going to bring in a lot of money. So a lot of people don't want to give up that door fee. So,
right.
But it's a great event. We play Easton, which has some good guards, Brooks and Bailey. They had some good guards. So it'll be a great game for us, though, at the end of the season to get us prepared for the playoffs. A great different type of atmosphere. It's a college gym, so it's more of an atmosphere you see like when you get in the playoffs and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. You know, this is my first year ever playing in it. Actually, since I've been at Bennett, we never played in it, and I think one of the first years that it started, I was at Decatur. We were supposed to play Queen Anne's, and we didn't get in that year. So it's my first year ever being a part of the Peak Challenge.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it looks like it's got some pretty good teams in there. St. Michael's, Mardella, Queen Anne's, Y-High, North Carolina, and Parkside play. Let's see, Colonel Richardson, Bennett. You guys play Easton. So, I mean, looking good. You guys are going to play in the main gym Saturday, February the 10th at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, hopefully it starts at 8:30 because if not, we're going to be there all day. You know what I mean? It's a late game. That's a late game, though.
Yeah,
it's a lot of action all day, you know what I mean? North versus South, you know. I like to see things like this, events like North versus South. I wish, the Bayside could play against other conferences too, like Bayside versus PG County type event or Bayside versus Arundel. I mean, I think certain things like that showcases your kids more.
Well, I mean, you are Bobby Brown. You got a big name in this basketball world.
I'm trying to make it happen.
You know, you can put on some tournaments. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
It'd be a lot of fun.
Yes, sir.
Let's do this. And speaking of that, you know, you do put on some tournaments. You and our friend Jermichael Mitchell, he's head coach of the Salisbury school team. You guys put on a tournament this past weekend that my son was a part of with Shore Elite. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, it was a great tournament. It was a middle school tournament, Martin Luther King Jr. Weekend middle school tournament that we had. It was actually great. You know, we had a team from Salisbury, we had a team from Snow Hill, team from Berlin, team from Cambridge, and Delmar, and then also his home school, the Salisbury School, which is good for them because they don't really play with teams that much talent through the season, so that's great for them. But it's a pretty good event, you know, to get to see all the middle school teams play, which I think we need more middle school games and leagues to help the kids prepare for high school. Salisbury Middle ended up taking the title. Actually, they won in the last 2 years, so they're back-to-back champions, you know what I mean? So we're hoping to do another event in February, another middle school tournament. It'll be in February. We're going to have 4 boys teams, 4 girls teams, because we got to get the girls involved, too. Can't leave the girls out around here. You know
absolutely. Yeah,
so we're
absolutely.
getting the girls involved. Be on the lookout for that flyer, man. Yes, thank you. Shout out to Jermichael also, man. Great friend of mine, you know, very good advocate of mine. Always shouts my name out when he's on here. Great dude.
Absolutely, yeah. You know, Jermichael's our guy. You're our guy now, you know.
Yes,
so
now you're in.
Yes, yeah.
No. That's great. That's great. Yeah. Please share that. Tag me on that flyer when you're ready.
Most definitely.
When you're ready, we need to be in on that. It is 8:47. We're going to take another quick break. We got more coming up. Coach Bobby Brown live in studio. James M Bennett. We talk more with him on the way. It's a Bill and Jessica show. Good morning.